So, Joe, we're going to take a look at your discipline skills here and see if you've polished up some.
You can't scream. If you scream again, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Where's your... Come down here, we'll find the pieces. Are they down here? Any more pieces in here?
No!
All right, JJ. Come here, baby. You gotta sit in timeout for me. Come here, JJ, come here.
I'm not.
You're what? Get in the timeout chair. You're screaming what you love. Give me this. Sit down. Look at Daddy. Look at Daddy. I told you to stop screaming. No, you're not having your toy right now. Give me your toy. You sit right there. No more screaming. These times actually up, so what do I do? Yeah.
Okay, go tell
All right. I'll put you in timeout because you're screaming too much and too loud. This is not a joke. Look at Daddy. Look at Daddy. This is not a joke. Daddy's not happy with you when you scream like that. Okay? You gonna stop screaming?
Yes.
All right, give me a hug. Come here. I love you. Come here.
Times out certainly need to be addressed with making sure we've got the steps in place there. Each step is really important because it allows the child to learn that what you say is what you mean. Hands are not necessary unless JJ is lashing out. Okay. What you don't want is look at me, stand. You don't want to be physical. Okay. Just being able to say, look at me, please. You should be able to take that basic direction. So there is much for us still to do. I believe that we certainly need to continue with some discipline.
Okay.
So we're still ready to be putting in some work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's good motivation. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Okay.
Done really well.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. After watching the DVD, I certainly know that this family need a reminder of the timeout steps, especially Dad, so that they can remember that and then follow through and execute it properly.
Naughty step. Number 1, warning. Timeout explanation.
Why? Why do you have to explain to him?
So that you know what you're doing that's wrong so you won't do it again. Joe made me go through the various steps in front of the kids.
What's the purpose of explaining to the children a second time?
After they had a chance to calm down, it reinforces the discipline as far as why they went to timeout. I think Danielle's got it down pat, but she wanted to really emphasize it with me, and so it was very helpful. So that's better. I'll hang that up.
Well said. I think the important thing is that Dad now has the steps. So once he's hung it up, then he can follow through, and it's going to be a matter of practice, really. And it was not long before the family sat down for lunch and JJ got himself into trouble.
Poop.
We're not gonna say that because that's rude. JJ, we don't talk about poop.
Poop.
JJ,
No.
listen,
Hey,
okay, this is your warning. You do not talk about poop while we're sitting at the table. I'm gonna put you in a
It's not
timeout.
polite.
I'm tired.
Not so loud.
I'm pooping.
No, don't say silly words.
Okay, JJ. Mommy warned you about saying poop at the table. That's really rude and it's bad manners.
Hey!
I'd love Joe to do it because
okay.
the discipline board up there.
Okay.
Come here.
Joe, follow through with the steps.
Listen, you can't. You're saying bad words at the dinner table, and Mommy warned you. So now you have to sit in timeout, okay? We're gonna go back to the table. We're gonna leave with Carlo.
Come away, come away.
Carlo's not acting bad.
Come away, come away, come away. Dad definitely needs some work on learning when to walk away and to stop talking. But despite JJ screaming, Dad stood his ground and JJ did a full 3 minutes in timeout.
You're sitting in timeout because you said bad, nasty things to Mommy at the dining room table and the bad words. Say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, come here, give me a hug. I love you.
It wasn't a perfect timeout, but it really was better than what he'd been doing before. And with the reminder board in place, it can only get better.